In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn this inaccessible Microsoft Word document into an accessible document using the online version of Microsoft Word accessed through Office.com. If you're using a desktop version of Word, please pause this video and instead check out one of our other videos on document accessibility using desktop versions of Microsoft Word linked in the video description below. That being said, if you're using Office.com, let's get started. First, go to Office.com. If you are not logged in already, you will need to sign in using your KCC email address and password. After you log in, you'll be taken to the Copilot homepage. To open Microsoft Word, click on the square of 9 dots at the upper left of the screen. Then click on the Word icon. This is the sample inaccessible Word document that I'm going to make accessible. The first thing we're going to make accessible is this document's title and headings. I know many of us simply use larger fonts and bold print to indicate titles and headings. However, to make titles and headings screen reader accessible, there are some specific steps you need to follow. Let's start with the title. First, highlight your title. Then click on the Home tab. You should see a drop-down menu to the right of the word Normal. Click on it and select Title from the list that appears. At this point, feel free to change the size, color, or layout of your title. Next, let's take a look at headings. Highlight the text you wish to serve as a heading. Again, click on the Home tab. From the drop-down menu to the right of the word Normal, select Heading 1. Only select Heading 2 for subheadings. After you have selected Heading 1, feel free to change the size, color, or layout of the heading. Be sure that you update all of the headings in your document. Next, let's look at how to add alternative text or alt text to an image at Microsoft Word using Office.com. First, click on the image. Then, click on the Picture tab. At the far right of the Picture tab, you will find the Alt Text button. Click on it. In the window that opens, enter a description of the picture in the Alt Text description box. Your alt text will be saved automatically. Next, let's look at tables in Word. There are two common ways that people like to use tables: image and text layout. Unfortunately, both of these uses of tables are inaccessible to screen readers. These images of the CTL staff look lovely, but if you click in the center and then click on the little 4 arrows icon that appears, you can clearly see the table that they're located inside of. The same goes for this text about KCC. It looks nice, but again, click within the text and then select the little 4 arrows icon, and yet again, you can see the table that was used for this formatting. Please do not use tables for formatting. These items would need to be recreated without tables. Tables can be used to display data. This is their original purpose. This table, at first glance, looks to have been created correctly, as it contains data. However, there is one final step you will need to take to make it accessible. Click on the table. Then click on the Table tab in the toolbar. From the Style Options drop-down menu, select both Header Row and then First Column. This will enable a screen reader to read this table and its data properly. Now, let's look at using color to show meaning. In this text here, most of the text is written in normal black font. However, the text, "Important, your first quiz is due by midnight on Friday," is displayed in red. Providing important content in a different color so that it stands out is something that many of us do, and you don't need to stop doing this. However, as we often have students who are partially or fully colorblind, this content wouldn't stand out to them. To make sure that everyone can see colored content, make the text bold, and underlined, as well as making that content red. Bold and underlined text will be visible to all students, regardless of their ability to see color. Additionally, consider using the darker red or the KCC burgundy color instead of bright red in order to avoid color contrast issues. Lastly, let's take a look at how to run Microsoft Word's Accessibility Checker. Click on the Review tab in the Microsoft toolbar. Then select Check Accessibility. The Accessibility Assistant window will appear on the right side of the screen. It will give you results divided by errors, tips, and warnings. Errors are items that you need to fix. We recommend that you fix tips and warnings too, if possible. Pale gray text next to a check mark indicates no problems. Clickable text with a number to its right indicates a problem to be fixed. Here you can see that one image is missing alt text. Click on the Missing Alt Text button and you will get some information on how to write alt text. Click on the image icon next to the word alt text and this will open the window where you can actually write your alt text. Now I can enter text describing Baxter the Badger holding a diploma. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions about how to make your documents accessible using Microsoft Word through Office.com, please feel free to reach out to the CTL at ctlsupport@clametcc.edu, by phone at 541-880-2374, or just stop by Building 3, Room 350. We look forward to helping you make your documents accessible.